Shall I?
Go ahead.
2008, May of 2008, Brian and I were in San Francisco. We went to an event called the Sketch Tuesday, which was based off of the Monster Rally drawing event in California. They did that every Tuesday at 111 Minna, and Brian and I were there, and I said to Brian, we should really do something like this in Chicago. And he said, yes, that sounds like a great idea. So when we got back to Chicago, we found Charles, who works in the bar industry, and said, Charles, we need somewhere we could do this event. And he gave us a bar that we could do it at. And that's how Atomic Sketch was born.
So the name of the bar was Evil Olive, and we stayed at Evil Olive for a number of years, maybe 2 years, before we moved to Green Eye, which is where it still is today. So it was kind of a good balance of what we offered to the table to create an event where we could share the work and like find people to make artwork live in front of people and share it with the world.
The main focus was to make art affordable and to the masses, and then to also demystify the art making process, because you're able to come in and actually watch the artist work, see what their process is like, talk to them, and then if you see something you like, you could buy it. Because back then, when we first started this 18 years ago, I mean, we were all pretty poor then, and we can't afford to go out and buy $500-$600 art pieces of artwork. But here, I mean, look at the prices. They're dirt cheap. This is a great way for anybody to start their art collection, you know, and fill out their house. And that's really what was the draw for the Atomic Sketch event.
I think it's still that.
Yeah.
Like, I think we still have that here. Like, why? Like, it's art, right? Who puts value on art? What makes a $5 piece less or more valuable than a $500 piece? I think it's about networking for the artists. It's incredible. It's about the community that's happened. It's about art, right? It's about like not buying shitty commercial art off of some website that's been mass produced from who knows where. Like, you can actually meet the person here. If you see someone's style you like, you can get a full-scale piece. Maybe you want to get something that's really special and commission a piece. Pretty awesome. And we love you guys so much for keeping this going for 18 fucking years. Holy shit. I can't even believe it. So kudos and cheers to you for that.
And the only other thing I wanted to say was, I'm very proud of the number of artists who have basically discovered themselves here, who were not artists beforehand or drew once in a while, and they came here and they found an audience, and from here have launched art careers. And I overheard someone today they said, this is my first time here, this is my first time drawing, and I'm really into it. And it's kind of amazing that 18 years later, there are still people coming here and finding out that they're artists, and that not only that, but that someone is willing to buy their work from them, which creates a huge amount of confidence that allows them to say, maybe I could do more of this, maybe I could become an artist. And so I think it's a really great place for incubating new artists and finding their voice and finding their audience.
Yeah, for sure.
So, speaking of incubating, who are some of the artists that have really launched and made it big with Atomic Sketch over the years?
The ones that come to, I would say me a little bit. Nate Otto is someone who, what? Yeah, Nate Otto is still making art now and lives off of making art. Emmy Star Brown, I think the first time she came to Atomic Sketch, she was very green and
She was extremely green. She was real green. She actually did a presentation at the University of Chicago about the Atomic Sketch because she was at a point in her life where she was making a decision whether or not she was going to continue in the advertising world or go art full time. And she has credited Atomic Sketch with pushing her over the edge into art full time, and she's done
She's kicking
an
ass.
amazing job. JC Rivera, the Bear Champ, like he was one of our early supporters too. Like JC was great; he was always out. Who else? Like we have a lot. Like John Arrow. Like John Arrow's fucking amazing, and he's still out here, and he's still coming out. God bless. Yeah, quite a few. There's been a lot.
And I would venture to say that there's many that we're not even aware of.
Oh, I'm sure.
Those are just the ones we know off the top of our head.
100%.
So many good people.
Yeah.
What do you guys think the future might hold for Atomic Sketch?
Well, that's up to you guys. I mean,
Yeah, we've passed the torch.
yeah.
So
You guys are the future of Atomic Sketch.
I mean, I think there's a whole new generation, right? Every day a new artist is born. Like, so what? Like, you're giving them a platform by continuing to do it. It's, you know, I feel like it might feel like a grind sometimes. Maybe you get bad weather or whatever, and it might be a quiet night, but like you never know who's going to walk through that door. You never know who's going to meet who. So thanks for keeping it alive, and I think it's such an important outlet in any city, let alone one like Chicago.